relocating in 2026 or considering relocation in 2026, a particular country gives you faster opportunities, bigger opportunities. Another country gives you peace, safety, stability, and structure. Which is it going to be for you? I want to give you the differences between Finland and the United Kingdom. I've lived in both of them, and I can tell you how to decide between the two of them. Stay tuned and let's do this. You're welcome. This is Coach TSK, and welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. All right, in this video, I want to dissect as to what and help you to decipher and discern between Finland and the United Kingdom. A lot of people are deciding every day which one do I want to go to. Some are in Finland, they are thinking which do I want to go to. Some are in UK thinking which way they want to go to. See, we are made for movement, so there is no best country. There's only a country that fits the season of the life that you are in. I'll say that again. There is no best country. There is only a country that fits the season of your life right now. So let's go into different points, okay? And I'm going to be speaking from experience based on both. Like I said, I've lived in both, and I can give you good information about both, okay? So let's get into it. I have about 9 points and I wrote down because you're going to be deciding on different parameters. Some are more important to you, some are more personal to you, but it's going to be your choice at the end of the day, okay? So after watching this video, you'll probably have your answer between should I go to Finland or should I go to the United Kingdom. So let's go to number one, the cost of living. So the cost of living in the United Kingdom is over the roof right now. I like to call it a housing crisis. Okay, it's not just even in London or the capital city. Rent is super high right now, and you could be spending between 50 to 70% of your income on rent alone, and that is ridiculous. That is unaffordable for a lot of people. Even if you want to go to the outskirts, like the outside of the cities, or should I call them the rural areas or places that are less quieter, rent is still going to cost a lot of money for you. So it's much more expensive. I like to think that London might probably even be the most expensive city in the whole of Europe. It is that expensive. So you have to be earning well to be able to live well, or to be able to live okay in the UK. Not everybody in UK is okay, so you need to have a lot of money to live okay because rent is expensive, accounts tax is expensive, electricity is expensive, even the taxes like your road tax, your car tax, you know, everything in UK is just going to sip you. Like even travel card for those that don't even drive, travel card in zone 1 to zone 6 in London is probably going to cost you what, north of maybe 100 or 200 pounds. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Speaking of Finland, Finland is, I won't call Finland expensive when comparing Finland and the UK. It's not cheap, it's not expensive, it's just somewhere in between. You could live fairly affordable in Finland. You could even live on half of what you will live on in the UK in Finland. Even if you live in Helsinki, which is the most expensive city, is the capital, you would not spend as up to what some people spend in the UK. So rent is more affordable, transport is more affordable, feeding is fairly more affordable. That might be neck and neck, but the cost of living in Finland is higher than a lot of European countries, but is less, way lesser than in the UK. So you might want to look at what that would do to your pocket, and of course expensive compared to your earning power and earning potential as I speak. Okay, so that's the cost of living for UK and Finland. So definitely UK is going to be like compared to Finland. So you there goes your answer. So the UK can help you to earn faster, but Finland is more affordable. Do you want to have savings at the end of the month? If the answer to that is yes, I think you already know the one you want to pick, right? Number two, and let's speak of job opportunities. I I would say there's a clear winner when it comes to job opportunities. And it could be because, of course, English is the main language of the United Kingdom. They own English language, like they invented English, England, English. So if you can speak English, it is you don't need to crack your head to find something to do in the UK. You can, okay, this might be a joke, but you can even get a job from the airport. Except you don't want to lift a finger or you don't want to do anything. Like you just want to lazy. That's when you're not going to get something to do in the UK. Like you have options. You would have options. I repeat, you would have options in the UK. Anywhere you are in the UK, except you don't open your mouth to tell people I want to do something, there is gonna be something for you to do. Somebody might say, it's been a little while you've been in the UK. Even till today, people get to the airport and in the matter of a week or two, they get something, whether factory or care job or something or supermarket. In Finland. Okay, so this is not this country is good, this country is bad. You know I don't do content like that. I give you good information and you decide. Okay, I'm a very optimistic person. Every country has their beautiful parts. And they also have their challenges. Which country doesn't have one? Tell me. It doesn't exist. Okay. So Finland is 5 point something million people. It's a small country. I think the UK is about 60 million people. That tells you where there'll be more opportunities, right? And in Finland, your Finnish has got to be good to a level B1 or even B2 to be able to hold down a job. And as an English speaker, learning Finnish, I can tell you that is not funny. It is not even a very easy language. It is times 10 harder than French. So when it comes to job opportunities, the UK has larger economies, more businesses, more industries, stronger finance, stronger healthcare, more logistics, more hospitalities. It's easier to find part-time jobs quickly. And your qualifications from wherever would usually be accepted or acceptable in the UK. In Finland, they kind of value local experience more and their certifications a little bit more than whatever it is you're bringing from wherever you're coming from. So that is a no-no for me. Okay, so if you're comparing, Finland has a smaller job market. Language barrier is a thing. If you're not going to make effort to learn the language, you might not even get the part-time jobs, and the jobs are even low and slow, and in some places zero. You can have a master's or PhD and still be begging for part-time jobs and not find. And I'm not knocking any country. It's the reality. Okay, you see, my channel is live abroad unfiltered. If you want unfiltered truth, you want to stay tuned, you want to stay subscribed, and you want to share this information. I'm not doing hype. I'm not selling any country to you. I'm selling good information so that you make good choices, and I believe you appreciate that. Okay, so yes, Finland gives you a better work-life balance, but you have to get the work before you balance the work and the life. Because if you don't have work, you don't have work-life balance. You don't have balance. You don't even have life. That's the truth. So you know your answer there, right? Okay, so yeah, let's go to number three. Language. Some of us have been speaking English before we were born, like from our mother's womb. So you touch down to a place like UK, and it's like second home. From the airport, you're not struggling to think. You see, if you're in a country whereby it's a different language, it's a different ballgame. So comparing the UK and Finland when it comes to language, if you're an English speaker, life is just gonna be soft for you in the UK. Yes, you might need to learn some accents and know how to speak, like some work accents so that they can hear you, understand you. But you can survive with basic English. Okay, so it's easier for immigrants to adjust, adapt. Okay. So let me say this funny story. When I was doing my masters in University of Westminster, and the school fees was what, £15,000. So when you pay that amount of money, you want your money to work. The first 2 weeks in class, I didn't hear nada. Like I didn't hear nothing. I was looking at the lecturer's mouth, like, have I wasted my tuition fee? So I learned a trick. Just keep your eyes gazed on their lips so you would begin to hear them from the shape of their mouth. I just gave you a trick that it worked for me. So I will sit in front, I'll be looking at the lecturer like this, I'll be following his mouth, following the mouth, following the mouth. After about 2 weeks, I could hear and I was like, my tuition fee is not going to waste. So I've been speaking English since I was born, but yet I still have to learn because they have different accents and you will figure the accent out eventually. In Finland, English might work when you use Google Translate, but how many real-time conversation can you really have with Google Translate? How many? To survive in Finland, learning the language is not optional. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's not easy, and you might miss lots of opportunities if you don't have good Finnish language skills. So there goes your answer. Comparing language in Finland and in the UK. Let's go to number 4, work-life balance. This one I gave it to Finland 100%. Okay, so Finland has a huge advantage. They have respect for family and family life. It's a family friendly country that has family friendly culture. They've cracked the code when it comes to family being together. Like, I feel they really, really have a lot of respect for family. I'm going to talk about UK in a minute. You already know the things I want to say, right? Okay, no, you don't. If you do, you'll probably not need this video. Okay, so Finland has respect for your personal time, respect for your personal life. Let's go to the UK. UK even had the guts, and I'm smiling and saying this, but in my inside, I'm not smiling. They had the guts to say you could, if you come in for your masters, except it's a research master. Not everybody's going to come in to do research master. Research is not for everybody, right? Not everybody is research inclined. So, except you're doing a research master, I don't know. This is May 2026. I don't know if the law will change tomorrow, but for today, you come in for your bachelor's or master's and you can't even come in with your family. That is disrespectful. And allow me to use a second word to describe it. That is disgusting. That is disrespectful family and family life. I should pay that much money, come from my country, and leave my husband or leave my wife or leave my baby. That is a disrespect on the word family. For UK, I give them 0 for that. For Finland, you can come with your spouse and with your children because your spouse and children gives you balance. You see, even your family could be the reason why you're trying to improve your education. So seeing them around gives you ginger, gives you energy. You go out morning to class, like you know what I'm saying, right? So when it comes to work-life balance, I give it to Finland 100%. When it comes to work-life balance, UK is similar to the US to a level when it comes to the hustle culture. Hustle, 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 hustle. And the flip coin is you could say Finland is a little laid back. Depends on your definition of being laid back or lethargic. But I like to think the UK is more hustle minded. Finland is more peaceful, calm. You could describe them as less ambitious, but they are contented and easy. Is that not why they keep winning happiest country in the world? Because they don't want more things. They're just okay with what they have. They are balanced and they are good and good like that. So I'm going to summarize on this point. The UK rewards ambition, but Finland protects your peace. Which one do you want? Not me. Which one do you want? Which one do this video is for you? Which one do you want? Okay, all right. This video is not going to be too long. Okay, so let's go to the 5th point. We're comparing the UK and Finland when it comes to relocation. Which one should you choose in 2026 and going forward? Let's go to number 5, the education system. I've done a master's degree in the UK, in the University of Westminster. I've done a master's degree, a research master's, very research focused in Finland at the University of Oulu. So, no, there's no better person to tell you about both than me, okay? And I'm not going to spend time on this one. And which one do I rate more? Actually, I'm not going to be biased one bit in this video, okay? But let me start with UK. The UK has prestigious university. Come on, Oxford. You see, all those amazing schools that are in top 10, top 20 in the world. Finland does not have anyone in top 10, top 20 in the world just yet. It will get there. UK has more variety of institutions. Finland has, if you combine all of the universities, I think it's about what, 11 or 12. Then the University of Applied Sciences is probably 18, 19, or 20. So that is not a lot. London has more than that. London alone. Okay. So also, I'll, I'll say the UK has more recognized university brand. Hmm? But what Finland has more is it, Finland has more research intensive focus on learning, and Finland kind of shows you how to learn better than the UK. You might not understand this if you're not an educator. I'm an educator. I teach and train and educate. So I've seen the different systems. Okay, all right. So for systems and types of learning, I will give it to Finland. Yes, but maybe this will be neck and neck. But another angle to the educational system that I'm going to give to you is that you know there are citizens here, and I think permanent residents in Finland, they get to study free. Imagine. In the UK, home students, meaning passport holders and permanent residents, which is ILR holders, they still pay. They pay home fees, while international students pay international fees. And you could get loan or whatever, but it's not free. You're still going to pay. So for that one, I'm still going to give it to Finland. Okay, I'm still going to give it to Finland. And if you've got a baby, your children, they can go to daycare free from 18, I think from 9 months. In the UK, you're going to have to pay through your nose, and it's probably going to be just maybe 3 hours a day. So on that one again, I'm still going to give it to Finland. So, but of course, you see, you're going to choose based on where you are in your life right now. So, but for educational system, I'm still going to give it again to Finland. That one. Let's go to another point entirely: weather and mental adjustment. See, this had to be a topic because a lot of people abroad are depressed and stressed. They just go to nice parks and take pictures, but there are more down times than happy times for a lot of people abroad. But you wouldn't know, right, if they don't say it. When it comes to weather and mental adjustment, Finland Finland has long, dark winters. It's dark, but of course there's light everywhere, right? But it's by 3 p.m. everywhere is dark. The sun might not come out for almost a week, and in some places, maybe even 2, 3 weeks, going a month. That affects people's mental health. It causes your body to maybe begin to malfunction. You start ingesting external vitamin D, and that is a thing. Okay. Also, Finland could be a very lonely country. The UK too could be lonely because everybody's rushing, 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 rushing. Half of them are not going anywhere. You get the point. Everybody's rushing. Train station. Finland is slow paced, and there's this lackadaisical attitude. They don't even open up quickly to people until they know you and trust you, or you can at least speak some word in Finnish. So I would say people struggle with loneliness in Finland and the weather more. The winter could get so. If you're going to the UK, never open your mouth and say the UK is cold. Don't say that to somebody that has lived in Finland or lives in Finland, because what you guys call cold in the UK, or what we used to call cold in the UK, is what we wear normal shirt and go out for. Winters, Finland has long, dark winters. That gets to people. The snow and cold can affect your mood. It's a quiet culture. It might take you time to make friends. If you come in with your spouse, that's your best friend. Hold your best friend tight. If you came in alone, it could really, really get to you. Like, imagine all day not able to talk to anybody except the people you talk to on the phone. So it could really, really get people. People struggle a lot with that. So for that, I will give it to the UK because the UK feels more alive and the Finland could feel more lonely. So you already know the one to choose if those are the most important things to you. Let's go to the next point: immigration and residency. So I'm going to be quick on this one. The UK is in limbo right now because there's a law that wants to push ILR from 5 years to 10, 15, even 20. If you, my advice, I won't call it advice. My position is if you will pay so much to relocate, mostly through study route, which is using one stone to kill two birds because you study and you want to integrate and stay, right? And work eventually. If you pay that much, maybe 15,000 euros or 10,000 euros for schools in Finland, or 15,000 pounds or 20,000 pounds for school in the UK, and that country will not give you permanent residence, it is unfair. You will have to work too long to earn your stay, permanent stay, because you have invested so much into the country. What are they going to invest back into you? Think about it. It should be symbiotic. You've invested so much into the economy. You're going to pay rent for 1 2 years. You're going to buy things. You are investing. What are they investing back into you? See, people should start thinking that way. Don't go to a country that doesn't have a clear path to permanent residence. So Finland has clear paths. Okay, so that's where I'm going to. Finland has clear paths. It might feel slow, but it's no longer slow. If you look at the new permanent residency rules, they are clear paths. Okay, so I'm going to give it to Finland when it comes to integration. Like it helps you to integrate into permanent residence. Of course, in both places you need work, you need job. Anyway, if you're not working, what are you going to be eating in the country? What are you going to be doing there? So yes, there's an easier path to family life in Finland. There's an easier path to residency, and the UK is just questionable. Laws can change like the weather of the UK, and that causes uncertainty, and that is not fair on people and how they want to plan their future. So for that one, I'm going to give it to Finland straight up on that one. The UK, you guys should just choose one thing and stay with it. We don't know if it's Labour that's there today or Reform tomorrow. It causes uncertainty. So if you're deciding, don't go and enter a place where you will hang because the government too might be a hung parliament. Did you catch that? I hope you did. So let me go to the last 2 points. Safety. I've lived in UK. I've seen knife crimes in train stations, on the streets, South London, North London, Manchester. I've seen. It's the knife. So as knife crime is to the UK, is what gun crime is to the US, and both are horrible and terrible. There's no other way to describe it. So this one is a very quick one. If it's at times I felt really really unsafe in the UK. It's not even funny. The streets are not safe. You see, gang crimes, gang fights. Like, is this the UK? It feels like a third world country sometimes, and that is ridiculous. It's not nice at all. Uh, Finland is one of the safest country in the world, one of the happiest, one of the most peaceful, one of the safest to live and to also raise children. Yes, there as in there's one or two incidences, one or two people who always act like they've got squishies in their head. Yeah, people after one or two drinks, little kids trying to act like what the things they see on TV. So every country has elements of that, but it's not rampant. It's not a lot. It's one isolated case in a month or what? You could have 50 cases of that in London on a good day in London. There may be 100 on a bad day. And like the Met are struggling to keep up. So it's not even Finland ranks high when it comes to safety. People trust in the systems, the society. There are low crime levels. The UK is trying to catch up with South Africa when it comes to crime right now, and that's not funny. So Finland feels safer. The UK might feel more alive and bubbly, but watch your back because the knives might be coming very close to you somewhere. So that is a very very easy one. If you care for your safety, if you care for the safety of your children, you want to raise children, you want to raise teenagers, I think you know the one to choose there. I'm going to close this with social life and community. Okay, so the UK has larger immigrant community. You would literally find somebody from everywhere in the world in the UK. um, there's this conversation I'm having with somebody. There was a time that UK was going into every part of the world, I guess colonizing them. It feels as though it's the reverse now, right? You see some communities in the UK and you think you are in a particular country. So if you like that country, you choose that location, you feel like you're at home and you're still in the UK. So it's you see there are more events, more networking, different every kind of food, easier to find your clan, your clique, your people. You know, that's the social life. There must be a restaurant from your country food type in UK. It can be a home away from home. But for Finland, the communities are smaller. It's deeper relationship takes time to build. So I'm going, and of course, how can you relate to a people you can speak to? Some people will even tell you, hey, people in England here that they don't speak English. What next do you want to say? That ends the conversation, except you want to do sign language, and they might not even understand it. So when it comes to social life and community, I give it to the UK. That one, there's a lot of fun, like fun. And it could be boring and very lonely. So, so on this basis of this nine comparison, so I'm going to close with this. Choose the UK if you want faster income opportunities. Choose the UK if you are highly social or highly extroverted. Choose the UK if you prefer English speaking environment. Choose the UK if you want a fast paced life, like hustle, hustle, fast pace. And choose the UK if you want a larger immigrant community. Hmm? But choose Finland if you want peace and stability. Choose Finland if you want strong work life balance. Choose Finland if you are family oriented. Choose Finland if you like structure and safety. And choose Finland if you can adapt patiently. Clear submission, right? So there's no perfect country, and this is my submission. Whether you want to choose the UK, people have left UK to come to Finland. People have left Finland to go to the UK. So it's either way, it is vice versa. Different things means different things to different people. So it depends on where you are in your life. So there's no perfect country, and I'm going to close with that note. There's only a country that fits the season of your life. So don't relocate because of hype or marketing. Relocate because of alignment. So we see in the next video. This is Coach TSK. Sign out. And if you're not subscribed, smash your subscribe button. Share this with somebody that's trying to make a decision. This video might just help them to decide well and decide fast. So we see in the next one. Sign out.